Welcome back to our test edition of whatever this show is called. We could call it Lunch at the Loft.
Yeah, sure.
Although it's afternoon, so it's a little past lunch.
Yeah. Jerry can be cooking in the background while we talk.
The executive chef is here. He refuses to be on camera, but we're going to get him right here. We're going to be making lunch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be timely.
Yes.
Because today is August 18th.
It sure is.
We have Porch Rocker. Tomorrow,
Yep.
it is one of the mega events in the Akron area. Of course, if you're going to run a television show, even if you don't have a newsroom, if you're going to be a TV show or a TV station in Akron, Ohio, let's just run through the list real quick. The top of the list, in my mind, would be Soapbox Derby. You got to cover that.
A staple in Akron.
Of course. The Akron Marathon is always a fun event to cover. You got to get up at 6 in the morning for that one.
Right. That's not very fun unless you're competing in it, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, you could probably run the marathon. Would you ever consider it? No. I know a lot of your friends. We went and covered the marathon, and you knew everybody there.
Yeah.
Of course, he's very popular. That's why I invited him to be on the program here.
Oh man.
Yes. Everybody knows you. Well, you grew up here. You know.
Yeah.
You went to Woodridge High School.
Went to Woodridge High School.
Okay.
Ran track. That's why I know all the people who ran track.
See, I knew that. That's why I thought you could do the Akron Marathon. Well, they just had the Goodyear Marathon.
They
That's
did.
the 10K. I don't know. Give me the numbers.
I think it's like a 5K.
It's a 5K. I don't know all the Ks.
It's 3 miles.
I don't. Clearly, I'm not running any marathons. I'm not doing any of this stuff. But think of the other things you want to cover in the Akron area. We like certainly Porch Rocker. Is a big one.
There was the Italian American Festival.
That was fun. Yep. All those festivals. What a time to be downtown.
Yeah.
Or even all these apartments that are here. Everybody's living downtown.
Right.
You live in downtown Akron, you can just roll out your front door and go to a ball game or a festival, or a Lock 3 has got something every weekend.
Right.
And all of it. There's so much going on in Akron. It's a great time to be starting a local TV show and a local TV station. It's tons of fun.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
What are we doing?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? A test of this. This could be called, This Is Just a Test. That could be the name of the show.
Just a test.
This is only a test. Had this been an actual show, we would have prepared something.
Right.
We wouldn't be rambling.
Yeah.
We would have actually done some show prep.
Absolutely.
Maybe we would have hired a real host instead of me. I don't know. As they say, do we have talent? Nope. You can always tell when one of these local commercials had no budget at all, because you hear my voice as the announcer.
Because you got someone who's good at BSing.
Have you ever voiced over a TV commercial before?
I have, actually.
Have you ever sold beer on television?
I have sold beer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the proper license to do so.
Do you need a license to be the voiceover artist for the beer commercial?
I'm not sure, but...
They didn't teach that in college.
Yeah.
They didn't cover this at all.
Okay. Just make sure your voice is nice and deep, and then have a lot of energy with it.
I think that's an old school thing. Like the radio broadcasters used to smoke just so they could have that rasp in their voice. It didn't end well for a lot of them, unfortunately. But the reality is everybody in radio smoked.
Yeah.
Or because you'd have the commercial breaks, or you put on Stairway to Heaven or Paradise by the Dashboard Light, play that record, and you got a 7-minute smoke break, right? What are you going to do? You're going to go outside and just have fresh air? But you don't need the deep voice anymore. The trend now in broadcasting would be just that cool, young, hip sound.
People will switch to vaping instead of smoking.
Oh yeah, it's not as good for the voice. That's an issue though. None of that is good. And we're not getting into vaping is not better than smoking. Whoever thought of that? Yeah. But all of our vaping sponsors just dropped us because I said that. Yeah.
Who needs them?
That's right. What we do. The lights are still on though, I've noticed.
Yeah.
So, Porch Rocker. You're playing in Porch Rocker.
I am.
Okay, so I've worked with you a long time, yet this struck me as I did not know. You've got a fantastic singing voice. We've had all the karaoke fun in the studio, so I've heard that. But I didn't know that you were in a band, or, is it one of these things where you said, let's get the band back together because we just got approved to be in Porch Rocker? How did this go?
So back in 2017, my cousins and I, we were like, let's just jam together, because my cousin Alex loves to play guitar, and I've been playing drums for around 15 years now. And so he came over and we started playing, and my roommate at the time, he wanted to join, but I mean, we can't have 2 drummers and a guitarist, so he decided to pick up the bass. And then my other cousin loves to sing. He's a great singer. And then my sister wanted to join as well, and she doesn't play guitar, bass, but she plays the flute. So we're like, I think that would be pretty different. So let's have my sister come in and be the flautist.
The flautist.
The flautist.
I was hoping you would say that word. I love that. The flautist.
The flautist.
Can we work pianist in there somewhere? There's no piano. There's no keyboard player.
There is no keyboard player.
Okay, we can't say pianist, but flautist works its way in there. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
So we've been playing together since 2017. And we've hit somewhat of a lull, haven't been playing that much. I play drums, and I don't know if I said that, I don't remember.
You were on the drums first, so the other fella comes in, you've already got the drums.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to go do, he had to pick up the bass.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we've kind of hit a lull, as we're getting older, more responsibilities.
Yeah, I was noticing you're getting older, getting up there in the years. You got to get the band back together here because you have very little time left on the planet.
Here. Yeah. The clock's ticking. Wow. We played in Porch Rocker before. This was 2 years ago, and that was such an amazing time. It was so fun. And unfortunately, last year we weren't able to play. We had a bunch of conflicts going on, but this year we got accepted again, and we're happy to be playing again. We're playing at 4 p.m. tomorrow, so I definitely get a chance to go and see a bunch of the other local bands here in Akron.
Do you know where you are on the map? Street name, or if I go there and I want to find you, where are you?
We're off of Grand Avenue.
Okay. The heart of Highland Square.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right there in the.
It's right next to Ray's. I forget what that one restaurant is called. It starts with an M.
Not the Barmacy or the. Well, we know where it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right on. We're playing right off of Grand Avenue. It's going to be a great time.
All right.
So yeah.
This is fantastic. And now I need to know, you're going to do some covers. Did I ask you about this before? Some covers, but some original. What's the mostly covers, some original, and then I have to know, what are you going to cover? What do you like to play?
So we're going to play. It's an hour set that we get to play, and we're going to do 60-40, 60% of originals and 40% covers. And so the covers that we're going to play, some of my favorites are Band on the Run by Wings, Fun, Beach Boys, Twist and Shout by the Beatles, and also Gold on the Ceiling by the Black Keys. And I like doing the Black Keys because, of course, like Akron, you have to represent an Akron band that has gone above and beyond. But then I really love playing our originals, being able to write music and then perform it to an audience, and especially to strangers. Like, even if they don't like it, the fact that we get to have an opportunity to perform for them it's a really good time. I really enjoy that.
All right, this sounds like a great time. The Porch Rocker probably starts at 10 or 11 in the morning. I mean, 11 o'clock in the morning goes
all the way until 7.
7 o'clock at night?
Yeah, I believe 7 is where no one else plays except for the headliner. The headliner begins at 7 and they play until 8:30, I believe.
Okay.
So.
It is a blast, but you got to walk. You gotta park in Ellet and walk down. I mean, you gotta park at Summit Mall because you're trying to drive into Highland Square at Porch Rocker it'd be easier to drive into Manhattan.
Yes.
And find a parking space.
Absolutely.
So that's just our public service announcement.
Yeah.
Don't try to park in Highland Square during Porch Rocker. Park in Fair Lawn and walk the 3 miles.
Unless you know somebody in Highland Square, then you can park in their driveway.
I think if you do that, you're there for the duration.
Yeah.
So you should park. You better know them pretty well because you'll be spending the night at their house. At least doing some couch surfing, maybe sleeping in your car. Bring a van.
Yeah. Well, us rockers are prone to sleeping on the couch.
I knew that. I didn't want to stereotype, but there's some couch surfing that goes on in the music business.
Stereotype for a reason.
Okay. So Peter Shand has been our guest. Be sure to check out Porch Rocker. And of course, our friends, Katie Robinson, Jessica Yanish. Katie and the Wanderers are
they're
going
playing
to
at
be
2.
They're at 2?
Yes.
Where are they? I don't know where they are. Are they going to be right on the main drag there? Where are they going to be? Any idea?
I believe they are on stage 10.
Stage 10. We'll find them.
Yeah, we'll find them.
I mean, during the day, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 bands all at the same time. I mean, you can wander around, and Katie and the Wanderers, wandering around Highland Square this weekend. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks to the last minute. Hey, you're jumping in and doing a television interview.
Absolutely.
And
happy to be of
thank
service.
you for watching. A lot more to come here on WAOH. Stay with us.